To me, Radio Fairfax means outreach. I used to produce music at a music studio, and I did it for a while, and I ran out of money. And a friend of mine introduced me to the concept of public access, and I found Fairfax Public Access. When I first walked in here, I took a look around and I saw all the great equipment that were here, and also the access to radio facility, and which was completely different than the other local public access stations that I've been. And that was what attracted me here to do radio here at Fairfax Public Access. So when I first moved to Fairfax County, there were two places that felt like home away from home. One was my church, my local church, and two was at Fairfax Public Access. You know, just coming in here, it just feels like a welcoming community place, and it gives me a chance to connect with the community as well too. So my experience here at Radio Fairfax has taught me to, one, be on time. That was one lesson that the teacher taught me, that you can never be late on radio. And two, anybody can make a difference if they try. And also three, not to take myself too seriously. I've been an active member for the last 5 years, but before that I used to bicycle my show here, which has been over 10 years now. For future members, my advice to them is to just dive in. There are a lot of resources here, a lot of people training here, and people willing to lend a hand to create something that's great for the community. So being a producer here at Fairfax Public Access has, in a way, made me a local influencer, as I've basically created a platform where I can have conversations with anybody in the community and share it with the entire community. So as a TV person, coming to radio was something new to me, and Radio Fairfax has been a great addition to my hobbies. And it's great to just come in here and have the choice between TV or radio. A lot of times, the productions that I do, sometimes there's a coincidence where we'll talk about a specific subject, and all of a sudden it becomes a big deal the same week. I had an artist in here recently, and he released his music, and the same week that he came on the show, he was on the top 200 on the iTunes list. Occasionally we'll talk about a subject, and then it becomes a big deal in the area, and it makes me feel like being here at Radio Fairfax is a big contribution to the community. So one thing about Radio Fairfax which I enjoy is it's the essence of local radio, which is, you know, anybody can come in here and basically talk about anything in the community. And on my show in particular, last year we covered a bill which was had very little chance of passing, but then as more community members had an input on it, it became law, and no other major networks covered it, and that was amazing, just from just community conversations here at Radio Fairfax. When I walked in these doors, one thing that I felt was the sense of community and the resources available here to make sure members and producers are able to reach out to the community, and also just the sense of the different volunteers here and the way they get along and how they work together to reach out to the community. For any future member that want to make a difference in the community, I think this is a great resource, and this is a great way to reach the community. My name is Isaac Asare, better known as iDog, aka DJ iDizzy, and I produce The Random Hour here at Radio Fairfax.